It's been a while since we've been here. I can't remember the last time, but it's been a few months, so it's good to be back. And I hope the Cubs are doing well. Remember what I saw the score the other day, it wasn't that great. But I guess I really can't talk about the Cubs on this side of it.
You're on the north side.
I made that mistake. We got invited to go to a Cubs game, and we took the tickets because they were great tickets, and we went and saw the Cubs play, and then we played at Fitzgerald's that night. It was during the festival, you know. And I announced from the stage that we'd gone to see a Cubs game. We got booed. So I won't make that mistake. This one's called Outlaw for You. It's off a record called The Crossing that I made with an Italian band called Don Antonio. They're a great band from a little town called Modigliana in Romagna, the province of Romagna. But this is a song in which the two boys who have taken this journey from Italy and Mexico, respectively, to come to the United States to find what they love about America, you know, and they love American punk rock music, and they love the Beat Poets, and they love the films of Sam Peckinpah. This is the America that they dreamt about and conjured up in their imagination. And so on this one here is one where they kind of name check all the people that they really love. It's called Outlaw for You.
We love the Stooges every
How we doing? Good? Yeah! Together we prevail. I love that. All right.
Let's carry on.
This song here is an older song. I was once signed to a label from Chicago called Bloodshot Records. And those were very good years for me. I remember meeting Nan and Rob Miller and Nan Warshaw for the first time at Fitzgerald's. I was playing, I had a band open up for me called Whiskey Town, you know? And they introduced me. I was in between labels and really not aware, or, you know, I had no plan. And they introduced me to them, and fortunately they said that they would put out a record for me. I ended up doing, I think, 2 or 3 records with them. Those were good years though, because kind of revitalized my career a bit. Through that and the fanzine No Depression, you know. And yeah, so I owe a lot to that period of time and those people. And this is one of the songs that I came up with during that time. I put it on a record called A Man Under the Influence, it was called. And really one of my favorite records that I've made. I've made, I think, 15 albums now, you know. And, but I recorded it with a great band. Chris Staney produced it. We did it at Mitch Easter's studio in Kernersville, North Carolina. And I had a great band. I had Hector Munoz on drums. I had Cornbread on bass, the illustrious Cornbread. Cornbread on bass, Eric Haywood, who you might know, who played with Sunvolt and the Pretenders, he was on Bill Steel. And Joe Eddie Hines, really one of the great guitar players, unknown. He's no longer with us, but he was a hell of a guitar player. I love him so much. And, but this is one of the songs, and it's a song that I wrote because my father was a gentleman who came from a little town called Saltillo in northern Mexico in the state of Coahuila. He crossed the border when he was 12 years old, looking for his parents who had left him with his grandparents to be raised, you know. And he was just a baby when they left him, and he went in search of them at the age of 12, crossing the border with a 16-year-old cousin. They made their way to San Antonio from Saltillo, where we had relatives. It was there that our relatives told my dad and his cousin that his parents were in a little town called Luling, Texas, which is just east of San Marcos, Texas. And they were picking watermelons there. And my dad was reunited with his mother, father, and sister, but found that his father was a very, very abusive man. He was a hard drinker, he was violent to my father, and he was a gambler, and he's just not a very nice man. And once again, my father ran away at the age of 16. He went west, and it was there that he began his family, his own journey, you know. My father had a lot of wonderful traits. He had some faults, of course. He was a flawed man, like most of us are, I think. But he was a wonderful adventurer, let's say. You know, in leaving at the age of 12 to go find his parents, I think is pretty amazing. You know? And he learned many things along the way. He was a great horseman. He was a great singer. Played a little guitar. He worked in work camps. He was in mariachi bands in the 30s. He was a great dancer. Always looked great in a suit. You know, he had a little mustache and tall guy, big, strong. And I always thought of him as like a Chicano Clark Gable or something. You know, he was that kind of guy. And
So are
I
you.
would say that all those charms led to the 13 children that my father decided. And the cool thing about our family, I think, is that, many cool things, but the one kind of most obvious is that out of those 13 kids, 8 of us became professional musicians. You know? Yeah, that's what it's about. And I wrote this song because, you know, my father was a storyteller, and he always told us stories about growing up in Mexico during the revolution and such. And, you know, I remember I was riding with my friends. I was in a band called Rank and File, and their father, Chip and Tony's father, Harold, was a Marine. You know. And he kept trying to tell me that there was no reason to teach this history to our children, you know, but I disagreed with him. I felt it was important to keep the stories alive so that hopefully we don't make the same mistakes again, you know. And anyway, that's why I wrote the song for my dad, really, and we'll play it for you tonight. It's called Wave. Okay? Let's hear it for Scott Danbaum from Kent, Texas on keyboard. And for Mark Henry from Austin, Texas on the drums.